Well, wow. Oh my gosh, everybody. Hey, good Sunday evening, Ice Age TV. It doesn't end. It does not end, everybody. I mean, I have been so preoccupied today of making videos, riding my motorcycle, and then taking the drone FAA course, which I just took, and I passed with flying colors. But you know what's crazy? This guy just called me, texted me, said, I'm on your way to get your truck. Holy crow. I remember now, last week, the F-150 race truck is up for repossession, and I remember them saying they'd be here Sunday evening. I totally forgot about it. So now what am I doing? I got to go dig the race truck out of the pile here, and I got to take the tags off and whatever else may be in it. But yeah, wow. So once again, incredible how the guy didn't text me. Jeez. So let's see here how this bad boy sounds after I put this really nice. What a cool truck, everybody. What a cool truck. And the debate is, do I leave the spare tire in this thing? And I mean, I think I should, but it'll probably get taken away. Somebody probably steal it. But at the same time, what am I going to do with it besides just have more crap in my shop? So, whatever. And the Ford dealer was supposed to put it on for me. They never did. But here we are, getting in the race truck for the last time. Or like I say, I got to get this thing pulled out and let it go bye-bye. And then the lightning truck's not supposed to be here. So you're going to see this really thin out. I tell you, everybody on my channel, it's interesting on how social media, I really think that my channel's going to show how social media really is destructive. It really is. I mean, it destroys relationships. I can literally count on my hand now the subscribers that have come to my channel that end up leaving all pissed off at me. It's incredible. I mean, it is incredible. I mean, there's just no money in this, everybody. And to have to start going back and forth with certain subscribers, it's like, do you think you're going to like a business and I make a bunch of money to listen to you run your mouth and then argue with you about the way you look at life versus the way I look at life? And then it turns into a pissing contest. It is beyond believable how many people now on my channel that are leaving my channel and have left my channel and have been banned on my channel because it turns into a pissing contest of, you know, what they think's right versus wrong. And then they want to start running my channel. That's the biggest thing I notice is I end up crossing the bridge with a lot of these subscribers. And where it goes into the control mode where the subscriber starts to want to run my channel. And then it's just like, it's over. It's over. So unfortunate, I'm having, you know, select individuals kind of call me out on how I handle comments, and they're just all annoyed at me and pissed off. I'm just like, okay, whatever, man. I mean, I don't, what do you want me to do? I mean, it's like, you know, whatever you do good. I mean, nothing, it just, And some people are like, why do you keep on doing it? I, for the most part, enjoy doing this because this is a huge test of my will like never ever in my life. Of me taking on a challenge to see in the end if I can win the challenge. This is the most challenging thing I would have to honestly say I've taken on in my life. Of just never giving up with still at this stage, this many years in, this much effort, where the rewards have not really come. And it's incredible but how much I've learned. I mean, I've learned so much to this channel. And the thing is, I have so many great subscribers. I really do. I've had so many subscribers reach out, give me a heads up. Like Bike Man Rides, you know, says, take the FAA test. I never would have thought of that. So, I mean, just little things that I get out of my channel. Other people are like, but then other people make certain comments that I don't agree with. And since then I don't agree with that commentator, they get all upset. And I'm thinking, okay, so how does this work, everybody? You can make remarks that I don't like, and I respond to the remarks that I don't like that you posted, and then you get all offended. So I mean, this is the thing. The big YouTubers, they don't interact with the people that participate in commenting in the channel. They're just out. They stay out so they don't create the drama. And for me, in some ways, I mean, sincerely, would I be better off in so many ways not giving any likes or love emojis? Would I be better off just staying silent and just ignore your comments? But then I think to myself, but then you have a channel where people are wanting to interact with it and participate and feel like they're part of it, but I just blow them all off. And the thing is, it's not like a ton of comments. It just seems to be the certain participants that just continue to kind of hang in. And they're not getting the happiness out of my channel that I guess that they wanted. And so then they get aggravated with me, and then they take it out on me. Yeah, I mean, people make comments. I just think to myself, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to name comments. I'm not going to do it. But here we are. The race truck, sadly, is going away. And so the material things are going away, which I don't really care. I mean, I think it's incredible so many people, I think that I'm attached to all these material things. The problem is I can't get rid of them without deficiencies. Like I've said this like a zillion times on my channel. You cannot buy a new car today and put no money down and get rid of it. You're stuck with it for 2-3 years at least. At least. So it's funny if you're like, well, just sell it. That Lightning truck, it would take me 3 more years of $75,000 worth of payments. 20 of it would be interest. And then I'd have to actually be at the value of it to get rid of it. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? How stupid are you? All right, so here we are. So somebody's going to get a nice bed rug. Somebody's going to get a nice spare tire. Somebody's going to get a nice, like I say, I personally think that will have feet. It'll disappear, but I don't care. Really cool truck. Has a nice real spoiler on it. And so what do you think? So my guess is this truck is an XLT truck. So it's going to go to auction. And it's in cherry condition. And I'd be willing to bet that the auction people are going to look at this truck and they're going to categorize it as a regular XLT Ford truck, and they'll put a little money in it. So it's probably got about a $32,000 to maybe $34,000, maybe auction value. Then a guy will probably say, well, I'll throw an extra $3,000. I'll pay 36 for it. Or I'll pay 35 for it because it's been modded. Because I want to take it to my dealership. I know I can get 38 out of it. The bank will definitely buy, the bank will probably buy 38. The bank's not going to buy the 40 plus on it. That's the problem, everybody. Because the value to the bank is in the $30,000 range. And so you as a dealer, if you pay 44 to 45 for this truck at the auction, then now you got to sell it for 48, maybe 49. But the bank's going to say the book value of this truck's coming up in the $30,000 range. You got to find a guy who's $10,000. It won't happen. And that's why I'll be like, sell your truck. It's $46,000 owed on the truck. Who's going to give me $46,000? Nobody. Nobody's going to give it to me. Nobody. I had it advertised last year for like 50 something, and there was just nothing there. Nobody was coming to the table saying, I'll pay you 40 for it. So forget it. So one less obligation on insurance, and one less obligation on payments, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of sad because this really was kind of my daughter's truck. I mean, when I look at this truck, I think more about my daughter than me. But that's just a whole other story. And hey, she's happy. Interesting enough, she's in a great relationship, great family, and the material things don't exist. That's not part of their life. So I think I did pretty damn good. I raised a daughter, and I did this on purpose. I gave her a lot of material things just to show her that really wouldn't be your happiness in life. I can't emphasize enough that I went through a lot of work in my life, raised my daughter, and just letting her have lots of material things. And I just was only hoping that she would kind of figure out that these things just don't really make me happy. And you know what? It worked. It worked. Because she's extremely she doesn't even have a car. Just so you know. She doesn't have a car or a truck or anything anymore. She has nothing. She doesn't want one. She doesn't need it. So she's very, very happy. Which I'm very proud of myself for accomplishing that. That's about life. When you raise kids, you know, if they're fucked up, you fucked up. And you don't want to accept it. That there is so hard to deal with. That there, I just said, that is so hard to deal with as a parent. When your kids are fucked up, you fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, so anyways, I'll show the repo guy when he gets here. I got to take the tags off, get some paperwork out, and stay tuned for the repo man who will be here shortly. All right, you know what I want to do? I'm going to put a Ice Age TV sticker somewhere where somebody will find it one day and they'll see this video and they'll see my channel and they'll know who owned it. So I'm cleaning it all out. Took off the rear tag. And like I say, really cool truck. But it's so bumpy. I mean, just so you know, for me, the reason I'm getting rid of it, it's too bumpy, too choppy. It's not really comfortable to ride around in. So that's why I'm partying with it. And so, but again, like I say, I'm going to take an Ice Age TV sticker. I kind of wish I would have done that now on all my repos, where I put it in an area where the detail guys wouldn't see it, but the owner eventually one day would find it, and then they would turn on my channel and go, hey, I bought your truck. That would have been so cool. Hey, I'm the guy that owns your Ford F450 Silver Dually. Dude, this thing's badass. Man, thank you. You know what I mean? Hey, I got that F450 two-door truck. This thing's so badass. So for me, you know, where would be a good spot? Because you know what they're going to do. They're going to strip this thing. Go to auction. They're going to take off the rear stickers on the windows. So where do I put this? That would be like, you know, like part of me says to put it in the glove box. I don't know. Don't know. I think it'd be fun for me to do this. So see, like here, you know, so I do it like back here. But I think somebody would open that and see it, and then they would probably, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Do I put it maybe down here? But I think somebody would do the same thing there. I don't know. Got to think this through. Now, in hindsight, I wish I'd done this on all my other vehicles. So now, I think I just throw this like in here like that. So I don't think they're going to do anything. I just kind of leave like that, and then a guy one day may see it. And like I say, I'm a fool for not doing that on all of my other vehicles. That'd have been so cool. People reach out to me going, hey man, hey Iceman, I got your vehicle. Wow. Now, it's interesting, on the commercial side, these guys are very diligent about coming and getting their vehicles on time. On the personal side, it's a much more lackadaisical operation. These guys just show up. I mean, they're not as efficient. It seems like the commercial guys, when they say they're going to come, they may not get here at exactly the time they say they're going to be here, but they do come. Wow. I can't believe Harley-Davidson. So Harley-Davidson Financial, they marked my repossession on my Fast Shawnee as an involuntary repossession. Harley-Davidson, you know, that's the stuff that just pisses the crap out of me. That somebody deliberately in the other end, I called Harley, and I raised my hand and said, please come get the bike, blah, blah, blah. And so they've noted my account now that I've resisted the repossession. So, you know, that just pisses the crap out of me. To the point, if I didn't really like this breakout, but I'll tell you what, I'll definitely be thinking about it. I'm going to tell Harley, come get this fucker, and then the Lowrider ST, come get that one. Come get it, because you just now labeled me more than ever on my credit report, not only that I have repossessions, but I tried to play a game and wouldn't let you have it. I mean, you know what? I know people out there just like me. Harley-Davidson Financial is a piece of shit. It really is. And the irony is, the reason that Fast Johnny went to Repo, that was a huge, that was like a 19% or plus interest on that vehicle. That's why I was like, forget it. Harley played hardball. They went from being nice to me to then they started jacking the interest rates of these things through the roof. This is the same thing. This is a very high interest. This is like a 19%. It may be a 24% interest rate on that freaking motorcycle right there that I, as an idiot, signed up for. So, whole point is Harley-Davidson. But what I've heard is Harley-Davidson is selling their financial division because I think Harley-Davidson is in dire straits. I just can't see it, everybody. How many more years are people going to run down a Harley dealer and spend $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on a Harley? I mean, sure, they'll be the niche, but I don't think they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. I mean, sure, as a Harley dealer selling 40, 50 Harleys a month, yeah, they probably be making $3,000 off each one to pay the bills, probably. But how much longer can they last? And is there any indication of anything changing? But the whole point is this conversation is Harley-Davidson, screw you. Screw you. Why did you do that? Because you want to be an asshat, that's why. That's all it is. It's just some asshat that works at Harley, They get through jollies. They get off on this stuff. Alright, so now let's wait for the repo. And I have yet more video content to share with you over all the other video content that I just made today. Wow.